There are women who seem to defy time. You look at them and wonder how their faces glow. Their eyes shine with calmness. And their presence feels so peaceful even as the years pass. It's not makeup, not expensive creams, not plastic surgery. It's something deeper. It's spiritual. These women carry a light within, a light that doesn't fade with age because it's fueled by wisdom, peace, and alignment with their inner truth. When a woman lives in harmony with her spirit, she radiates youth that no clock can touch. There is something profoundly magnetic about a woman who lives in peace with herself. She does not need to chase beauty. It moves through her effortlessly. You can see it in the way her eyes rest softly on the world, in the way her shoulders are relaxed even in uncertainty, and in the way she carries time like an ally, not an enemy. The secret behind such a woman is simple yet rare. She lives with inner peace, not inner pressure. Aging is not merely physical. The real aging happens in the spirit long before it shows on the skin. When a woman carries unresolved conflicts, unspoken regrets, or unhealed wounds, her spirit becomes heavy, and that heaviness steals her glow. But when she chooses peace over perfection, forgiveness over friction, and acceptance over anxiety, something shifts within her. The energy of calmness becomes her most powerful cosmetic. Forgiveness purifies the spirit, and when the spirit is pure, it radiates purity through the body. A forgiving woman is a healed woman, and a healed woman is ageless. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. When she releases bitterness, she sets herself free. That freedom becomes light on her face and grace in her presence. There is another secret that keeps a woman's spirit young: curiosity. The moment curiosity dies, the spirit begins to wither. Many grow old not because of time, but because they stop being interested in life. But the woman who stays curious about herself, others, and the world keeps her inner fire alive. Her eyes sparkle not because of what she owns, but because she still wants to discover. Curiosity is the language of the soul. It says, I am still alive. This combination, peace, forgiveness, and curiosity, creates harmony between body, heart, and soul. And harmony is the truest form of beauty. Yet there's another layer to her timeless glow: gratitude. Gratitude gives her light in her eyes. It softens her being, it expands her heart, and it keeps her spirit youthful. A grateful woman doesn't wake up seeing what's missing. She wakes up seeing what's right. Gratitude is spiritual youthfulness. It keeps the heart open and the spirit light. It turns ordinary days into sacred ones. Even her energy feels golden because she lives in appreciation. Gratitude feeds the soul the way sunlight feeds a flower, and when the soul is nourished, it blooms. But to live with gratitude, she must protect her energy. Every thought, every conversation, every environment either gives or takes energy. A wise woman becomes selective. She doesn't pour herself into chaos or negativity. She learns that saying no is not selfish, it's sacred. Protecting her peace allows her energy to regenerate, her mind to clear, and her beauty to deepen. When she reconnects to nature, she aligns with her true rhythm. Nature teaches her to slow down, to trust the process to be. The trees don't rush their growth, and neither does she. She feels the sun, the wind, the stillness, and it heals her. Nature becomes her mirror, reminding her that beauty is born from presence, not performance. The most radiant women understand the art of feminine flow and emotional detachment. Feminine energy is receptive, intuitive, nurturing. It allows rather than forces. When a woman lives from her feminine essence, her body relaxes and her spirit glows. She moves with grace, not resistance. Her softness becomes her power. Detachment gives her freedom. It is not indifference but wisdom, the ability to love without losing herself. She no longer reacts to chaos. She observes, understands, and releases. Her peace confuses those who expect her to break, yet she remains centered. Her calmness becomes her crown. She also understands the sacredness of her words. Her speech carries energy. The women who glow from within are those who speak life. They don't gossip or complain, they bless. Their words heal, uplift, and harmonize their world. Every kind word she speaks returns to her as calm energy and radiant presence. And then there is silence, the final and most powerful secret. The woman who stays youthful in spirit values stillness. Silence is her sanctuary. She doesn't fear solitude, she seeks it. In silence, she meets her soul. Her intuition strengthens, her emotions settle, and her beauty deepens. She no longer seeks attention. Her peace speaks for her. She embodies the truth that real youth is not the absence of age, but the presence of spirit. Her glow comes from peace, her strength from forgiveness, her vitality from curiosity, her softness from gratitude, her balance from detachment, and her wisdom from silence. Such a woman becomes timeless, not because she stopped aging, but because she started living in alignment with her soul. Her home may be modest, but it feels peaceful because her energy fills it. Her clothes may not be extravagant, but her presence makes them elegant. The way she speaks, the way she walks, the way she smiles, all of it carries a quiet richness that money cannot buy. She lives slowly, intentionally. When she cooks, she pours love into the food. When she listens, she gives her full attention. When she sits in silence, she feels connected to life itself. This is the kind of woman whose presence feels soothing to everyone around her because she has removed the chaos from her life. She no longer tries to keep up with others. She doesn't measure her worth by what she owns or how much she achieves. She measures it by her peace, her kindness, and her authenticity. This kind of simplicity keeps her young because it reduces stress. Complexity creates tension, endless desires, comparisons, fears of missing out. All of these steal energy from the soul. But when a woman learns to detach from excess, she becomes light. She doesn't need validation to feel valuable. She doesn't need approval to feel worthy. She knows that what is meant for her will never require her to exhaust her soul. This acceptance calms her mind, and a calm mind reflects as youth on her face. The lines around her eyes are gentle, not from frowning, but from smiling. Her beauty is not loud, it whispers peace. And this whisper has power because peace, when embodied, becomes magnetic. A woman who finds joy in simplicity does not lose her excitement for life. In fact, her excitement deepens. She begins to see beauty in details others ignore. The way sunlight falls across her table, the laughter of a child, the fragrance of flowers after rain. These are no longer background moments, they are miracles. This awareness fills her days with wonder. And wonder is the energy of youth. The more she notices, the more alive she becomes. Her eyes carry that spark, the same curiosity children have when they discover something for the first time. That spark cannot be bought or imitated. It is born from gratitude, from being fully awake to the gift of being alive. A woman like this does not live in competition with others. She has learned that competition is the fastest way to lose connection with the soul. When she was younger, she might have compared her looks, her success, her worth. But now she understands that every woman has her own rhythm. There is no need to rush or prove. Comparison is a kind of spiritual poison. It whispers that what you are is not enough. But she knows better now. She celebrates others without jealousy because she has learned that another woman's light does not dim her own. She cheers for others not out of duty, but from genuine appreciation. She knows that energy flows where attention goes. So she sends her attention toward positivity. That energy keeps her youthful because it keeps her free. She no longer tries to outshine others. She simply shines. Her glow doesn't come from competition, but from inspiration. Instead of asking, "How can I be better than her?" she asks, "How can I be more of myself?" That small shift changes everything. When you stop trying to compete and start trying to evolve, you enter a state of spiritual growth. Growth is expansion, and expansion is energy. The woman who inspires others doesn't even try to. Her presence naturally uplifts because she radiates confidence without arrogance. She doesn't need to dominate a room. Her calmness commands it. She doesn't need to speak loudly to be heard. Her authenticity speaks for her. The reason competition ages the spirit because it comes from fear. Fear of being unseen, fear of being unworthy, fear of being left behind. Fear tightens the body, dulls the eyes, hardens the face. But inspiration comes from love. It opens, softens, illuminates. When a woman becomes an inspirer instead of a competitor, her energy moves from tension to flow. She no longer measures her value against others, but aligns with her own path. Her happiness no longer depends on validation. This independence gives her freedom, and freedom gives her radiance. She also practices emotional discipline, not suppression or avoidance, but mastery. She doesn't let every emotion control her. She understands that emotions are visitors, they come and go. Anger, jealousy, sadness, frustration, they pass through everyone. The difference is that she doesn't invite them to stay. When anger knocks, she acknowledges it, breathes, learns from it, then releases it. She doesn't pour that anger onto others. She doesn't gossip or seek revenge. Her strength lies in her restraint. She knows that every emotional reaction leaves an imprint on her energy. Holding on to negativity is like holding poison. It eventually seeps into your tone, your skin, your aura. When someone tries to provoke her, she doesn't match their chaos. She stays calm. When life tests her patience, she doesn't fall apart. She centers herself. This doesn't mean she never feels pain. She feels deeply, but she doesn't let pain dictate her actions. That kind of emotional control is true power. Her discipline keeps her energy pure. Every time she forgives, she reclaims strength. Every time she lets go, she expands her peace. She doesn't carry yesterday's storms into today's sky. Her mornings begin fresh, her nights end in gratitude. She moves like water, calm, flexible, yet powerful. Because of this mastery, her relationships transform. People feel safe around her because she is steady. She doesn't erupt in anger or drown others in sadness. She listens, she understands, she responds with clarity. She creates peace wherever she goes, and peace is unforgettable. Her face tells the story of her soul. Her eyes are calm, her smile gentle, her energy steady. She has learned that the real work of staying young is spiritual, not physical. Youth is not in the skin, it's in the spirit that animates it. When a woman begins to live with purpose, something extraordinary awakens in her. Her posture changes, her energy strengthens, and her eyes hold direction. Her life stops being about survival and starts being about meaning. Purpose gives rhythm to her steps and light to her presence. It doesn't have to be loud or grand. Purpose can be as simple as caring deeply, healing others with kindness, or creating beauty through art. What matters is alignment, when who she is matches what she does. That alignment gives her peace, and peace is eternal youth. As she grows, she learns self-acceptance. She stops fighting herself and starts embracing who she truly is. The comparisons fade, the insecurities lose power. She looks in the mirror and sees not flaws, but a story, a body that carried her, eyes that have seen both pain and joy, a heart that never gave up. Acceptance is the soil where peace grows. The woman who accepts herself fully radiates calm confidence. She speaks to herself with kindness instead of criticism. When she makes mistakes, she forgives herself quickly. She grows gently, from love instead of self-hate. Her beauty no longer depends on perfection. It shines through honesty, through her realness. She doesn't pretend to be flawless. She simply stands in truth. And that truth glows. Faith completes her radiance. She trusts in something greater than herself. Not necessarily religion, but the divine intelligence that guides all life. This faith removes fear. She no longer tries to control everything because she trusts the flow. Her gratitude becomes her prayer. Her silence becomes her worship. She feels guided, protected, and loved by something unseen. That connection fills the emptiness many try to fill with material things. When the spirit is full, the body reflects it. The light in her eyes is not from youth. It's from faith. Such a woman becomes timeless. She no longer seeks happiness, she becomes it. She no longer looks for peace, she embodies it. Her beauty, strength, and serenity remind the world that the most beautiful woman is the one who lives in harmony with her soul.